José Suarez is taking the ball for the Angels in front of a packed house here at the Big A against the New York Yankees. He's had some big starts in his career, but Mark Gubba's, I think this one tonight for Suarez is the biggest.
Yeah, I mean, when you look out and you got Aaron Judge and you got Giancarlo Stanton and the rest of the Yankees, they're going to be up there at the plate against him, but, he's thrown well. When you go back to what he did last season, 1-1 with a 2.61 ERA. If he goes back to what he did out of that relief appearance we had against him in Yankee Stadium, his attacking the strike zone, throwing strikes, using that changeup, should be successful. He's been on a pretty good roll for quite some time now.
Excellent roll since that All-Star break. Last 5 starts since the break, a sub-2 ERA. And obviously the changeup, that's that big out pitch that he's going to go to in crucial situations. But he has a different demeanor on the mound, much more confidence for this young man. Been with the Angels for quite some time now, still just 24 out of Nicaragua.
And my go-tos for José Suarez to have a big game against this lineup. But it's been struggling of late. Fastballs up and in the right, especially to Judge and Stanton, to make sure you don't get them arms extended when you're throwing a fastball. And get outs with his changeup. It's been a very effective pitch for him during this stretch. He's gotten 37 strikeouts with his changeup.
So the Yankees have been struggling. They just split a series in Oakland. They've lost 2 in a row, but they are still the Yankees. And DJ LeMahieu is going to lead off. Then there is Aaron Judge. It's going to be fun to see him here for 3. Benintendi and Stanton, followed by Torres. Anthony Rizzo is hitting 6. First time 6 or lower for Rizzo in a lineup since 2013. Followed by Trevino, Kiner Falefa, and Oswaldo Cabrera in right field for the New York Yankees. And the defense that's going to be trying to keep the ball in the yard. They played so well in Toronto in the sweep. Adele, Trout, Taylor Ward is back after missing the Jays series. Here's that infield. Rengifo, Velasquez, Fletcher, and Ford. Man, the defense up the middle and a third, fantastic. Matt Thaiss is getting the start. 6 different catcher getting a start for the Angels in 6 games.
Yeah, you mentioned that defense, and David Fletcher was so good up in Toronto, has been really solid this entire season. Having him back not only at the plate, but in the defensive side, went 37th game in the middle infield start. It's 1 error, 24 double plays, turned Gold Glove finalist last year at second. You remember he was a Gold Glove finalist at third base. Also, Fletch can do it all.
Brings such tremendous energy. Looked like Fletch got himself a nice clean haircut. We're expecting a sellout crowd here tonight, Monday, August 29th. And already you can feel the energy here at Angel Stadium. First pitch is in there. That's home plate umpire Quinn Wolcott. And the balls and strikes here tonight.
LeMahieu doesn't swing at the first pitch a whole lot. There's some guys in this lineup for the Yankees that do swing early with some success on the first pitch.
And Suarez will be ahead of LeMahieu, 0-2. First pitch, 640 and 79 degrees.
Common theme, Patrick, over the last number of games we're seeing from Angels pitchers, including Shohei Ohtani. They're using their fastball more. And you see that at 95 from José Suarez. That sets up his secondary pitches.
Yankees, despite a 7.5 game lead, still in the American League East, have only 17 wins in their last 44 games. To go back to 1995, when Jeter was beginning his career, the last time they've had that few of wins in that stretch of games. And there's a strikeout for Suarez, 1 down.
And the theme again, fastball, and it's an upper zone fastball.
Well, here comes Aaron Judge. And you can hear the ovation and those that rise for the Judge. .49 home runs.
He's hacking a lot on first pitch. 9 home runs, 472 on the first pitch. First pitch fastball went right after him. He hits fastballs exceptionally well.
It's just remarkable the season he's having offensively. He can run the bases. That's 14 stolen bags. He's the favorite for the MVP, despite what we see on a day-in, day-out basis from Ohtani. There's a ground ball. Velasquez, the former Yankee, has it, and 2 down.
Anytime you get soft contact with Aaron Judge at the plate, you've made a pretty good pitch, and that's what that was. José Suarez, remember that 2-seam and 4-seam changeup has been very, very good for Suarez. Soft contact, second out.
Here's Andrew Benintendi, acquired from the Royals at the deadline. In left field for the Yanks. Two down, just underway here at the Big A. Mike Trout has it played perfectly. That's a great start for José Suarez, and the home half of the first is next. Mono and a sweep on the road. It was great offense and defense. So here's the batting order. Fletcher, Trout, Ohtani. Rengifo, Ward is back, followed by Ford. And then it's Adele, Theis, Velasquez, bottom third of that Angels lineup. Shohei Ohtani had such an amazing weekend. He got a win, 9 strikeouts, hit his 28th home run, hit a triple. There's Frankie Montas in 4 starts since being acquired by the Yankees. His ERA is through the roof.
Yeah, but he's also thrown the ball very, very well throughout his career versus the Angels.
Very true.
So it's going to be a battle regardless. You always remember if you face a team you've had success against.
David Fletcher, a little flare, and that is foul.
And almost right on cue, my go-to is to have success against Frankie Montas today and change that around as far as success. You got to be ready for fastballs early. 9 home runs versus fastball. But also batting average of .353 on the first pitch with 3 home runs allowed. And you laid off that splitter below the knees. It's nasty when it starts at the knees. You got to let that below the strike zone, let it go.
Fletcher ground ball, and that is handled by LeMahieu. And David Fletcher is retired for the first out in the bottom of the first. Here comes one of the Angels MVPs, 3 of them in fact. It's Mike Trout. Four home runs in the last 5 games, Gooby, and 3 of them were 400 feet and 100+ miles per hour.
And he's using all parts of the field to hit the ball out of the ballpark, including that one down in the Trop was just gigantic. Well, they said 429. I'm thinking it might have had some distance still to go.
Yeah, that was going to go off one of the back wall, leave a mark.
Mike Trout has struggled in his career against Frankie Montas. A lot of times he'll throw that fastball up and in, like he did first pitch, and try to get Trout to chase his splitter. This 3 for 16 with no home runs.
If anybody's fired up to play against the team like the New York Yankees, it's Mike Trout. He has fantastic numbers, career numbers against everybody, but in particular against the Yankees. So let's take a peek at this Yankees defense here tonight in the series opener. We've seen Andrew Benintendi quite a bit. He's in left. The Judge, Aaron Judge in center. Oswaldo Cabrera in right. And then it's LeMahieu, Connor Falefa, Gleyber Torres, and Rizzo at first. And doing the catching, Jose Trevino for Montas.
As much power as Anthony Rizzo has, he's an outstanding defender. 4-time Gold Glove winner at first base. Great hands. Got that power sinker. He can throw his sinker anywhere between 95 and 99 miles an hour. And he throws a lot of fastballs between his 2 and 4-seam fastballs at 51%. When you mix in a cutter, you're talking about 60% of his pitches are fastball varieties of those 2, 4-seam, and cutter.
Mike hit a homer yesterday in Toronto. We're still not sure how he was able to get there. That's hit well and over the shortstop and into left field. As Gleyber Torres actually shifted over, and that's a knock for Trout.
Good to see Trouty get a hit against Frankie Montas. Was handed in just enough just to get overhead ahead of Torres, who's been really good defensively at second, moving away from the shortstop position. Connor Falefa playing his solid defense at short, allowing Torres to play second.
Here is Shohei Ohtani. Three career home runs versus Frankie Montas. 28 on the season to go with the 11 wins on the mound. So let's take a peek at just how successful he has been against Frankie Montas. 9 hits and 21 at-bats, hitting .429, 9 RBI, an OPS of 1,413. Have you noticed anything?
He's really, it's been fastballs upstairs. He's been able to drive his cutter, even his splitter he's hit well throughout his career. Pretty good swing on the first pitch, too, by Shohei. That was a pretty nasty splitter. Montas will get a lot of strikeouts on a splitter, just like Shohei Ohtani when he's on the mound. We'll get a lot of strikeouts with his splitter.
Ohtani can crush off speed. $16 earned runs against Montas in his 4 starts as a Yankee. His pitch in there, 1-2.
There's 28 home runs combined. Both those guys with 28 home runs having a conversation at first base. Anthony Rizzo, Mike Trout.
Both Trout and Ohtani hit their 28th home run on the 28th of August in the 128th game of the season.
So you're saying 28's a good number?
It was yesterday. The only thing that mattered was that sweep and that happy flight home.
Rizzo is a guy that will have a lot of conversations with somebody at first base. So far, a nice job of laying off that splitter out of the strike zone for Shohei. Trout hasn't run a whole lot. 1 stolen base and 1 attempt, 3-2 count. There's a lot of good numbers for Ohtani against Montas, but there is a strikeout in Ohtani's game. You wonder if Trout's on the move here with 1 out.
Trout stays put. Ohtani reaches it. That could be 2. Double play.
Shohei's already saying check it.
Okay.
We'll see. He was right the other day. I thought he was out on that one, though.
Yep. Ray Montgomery checking on Ryan Dundee back on the video room. Here's a look.
Ooh. That is as close as it gets.
Yep. Very close. No challenge for the Angels. End of the first, scoreless.
The Google Cloud, the pitch arsenal for José Suarez since the All-Star break. 4-seam fastball, 31% batting average over 300, but his slider has been great at 28%. Changeup, excellent as always. He's mixing in his curveball. The big pitch and that sinker, but his big pitch has been a slider, a pitch that's effective against Giancarlo Stanton this season. Just a .212 hitter versus breaking pitches, but he does have 12 home runs versus breaking balls, but you can get him to chase. It's effective, and he's throwing his slider very well at a 28% rate.
And Stanton has 371 career home runs, 80th all time.
Here was on cue to slider.
But hasn't homered since before the All-Star break. He's been back for 3 games. Suarez retired the Yankees in order in the first.
That's his four-seam changeup, and you see it going fading down and away. The two-seam will go down and in almost as it's a slider. I think that's the pitch he threw. Felt it was more the two-seam changeup he threw to LeMahieu for the strikeout.
And a swing and a miss and a strikeout. Let's go to Erica Weston. It's a great matchup. You know, of course, Ohtani and Judge. What more did you find out about the MVP race?
Patrick, it's really fun. Aaron Judge chasing Roger Maris's home run record in 1961. Shohei Ohtani doing only Shohei Ohtani things. So where does Phil Nevin, the former third base coach for the Yankees, stand on the current state of the American League MVP race? Well, he told me before the game today, as much as I love the guy across the way, until somebody comes in and can do the things offensively like Shohei does and then pitch on the mound the way he does, as far as the value to this game in this league, it's Shohei. But I really love the guy across the field. If he ends up winning, I can't wait to tell him congrats, Scooby. Maybe we just need a completely different award for Shohei because of what he does.
Yeah, the MVP, most valuable player, Eric, and I think when you think of Shohei Ohtani, he's the most outstanding player. And there's no argument there. He's the most outstanding player in the game. And maybe one of the best players we've ever seen what he's done, especially over the last couple of seasons. So maybe we'll start a new campaign, but I wouldn't be surprised. You still have a month left in the season. And if Shohei continues to pitch the way he's done and still swing the bat, it'll get really interesting. Aaron Judge is having an unreal season. Unbelievable season for a team that's playing very well, although lately not as well, but he's certainly doing his job.
It's not a prerequisite that the team has to make the playoffs to win the MVP. Last 5 AL MVPs that did make the playoffs. Ohtani last year, Trout in 19 and 16, A-Rod in 03, and Ripken Jr. in 1991. Just wonder if there's maybe Ohtani fatigue when it comes to, oh, he's done it before, he's going to continue to do it, he shouldn't win the MVP. I don't agree with that. I also don't agree that it should be decided already. Like you said, there's more than a month left.
Yeah, if Shohei Ohtani wins 15 games on the mound and still puts up the numbers, maybe 35 home runs, boy, it's pretty tough not to at least be in that conversation. But again, Aaron Judge has been unbelievable for the Yankees, and he's been the real reason why this team has played as well as it has.
Free agent, also gambling on himself. I think he's going to win that bet.
Pretty good velocity in this game so far for Suarez. He's been 95 consistently.
2-2 count here to Gleyber Torres. First 4 in a row retired for Suarez. 2 strikeouts. And make that 3 strikeouts.
That good hard slider. It pitches really has been a difference maker, in my opinion, with Jose Suarez since the All-Star break. Where it starts and where it ends up. If you make contact at all, it's going to hit off your back foot. Nice job of staying compact in his delivery and that tight little spin to it, down and in.
Anthony Rizzo now the batter for the Yanks with 2 down. Has those 28 homers, 69 RBIs.
When you go back to the bat versus Stan with Matt Thaiss, you see him, he's trying to set him up with a fastball, but he's trying to make Stanton think that, but then he goes down and away with a changeup. Sometimes a hitter kind of looks back where he sees that glove being set up. That was a good little setup for a guy that hasn't caught a whole lot at the major league level. Just 2 career starts. Matt Thaiss, I love that. So you get him to think, up and in fastball, then drop the changeup away.
In there, and of course there's going to be natural competition for playing time down the stretch. You know that, of course, Stassi wants to be in there. Suzuki, wants to play, but they're showing leadership by taking Matt Thaiss under their wing, and there's some great tutelage going on with this young man.
You can see Stassi just looking in. He's going to try to help Matt Thaiss any way he can. And the big thing you look at with Matt Thaiss, when he's looking, he's seeing with Rizzo what he's doing. Because for me, you get all the data you want, but sometimes the hitter will tell you what he's kind of looking for. He'll move up closer to the plate. He may move back. He may be, his hands may be slightly different. So if you look up and see what he's doing, that allows you to put down the pitch and go with what you feel has a better opportunity to get him out.
1-2 pitch to Rizzo coming up. A shift to the right side for the Halos defense.
Ooh, that's a good pitch. Real good spot. At 95, Rizzo, 17 home runs versus fastball. He went after him with a fastball.
Good life on that four-seamer early here for Suarez. Top of the second, 2 outs, and a 2-2 pitch to Rizzo. Swing and a miss. He struck out the side. José Suarez has the field working early here tonight.
Slider's good. Fastball, four-seamer setting up the secondary pitches.
Scoreless at the Big A.
I think maybe different. He has a shake off Frankie Montas to go with a different pitch, but he read something there potentially with the hands of Shohei Ohtani, and eventually looking in, and he gets a ground ball right back, softly hit over the head of Frankie Montas. So just all of a sudden you see him just reading a hitter, and he's thinking maybe you think fastball because he's reading his hands, and he went with an all-speed pitch, gets him out in front, ground ball, double play.
The catcher shaking off the pitcher. You can see Trevino really is paying attention to the hitter.
I love that when you see catchers doing that.
The hitter's a good one, and Luis Rengifo drives that one right field. Rengifo gets into that one. Off the wall, gone. Home run for Rengifo. 1-0 Angels, his 11th. Stay hot, Giffey.
Well, he is swinging the bat well. We talked a lot about his power from the right side, but the last couple of games from the left side, he's his 11th home run of the season. Remember, he hit that line drive off Frankie Montas when he was a member of the Oakland A's off his hand. He lines that one out, gets a cowboy hat. That got out quick, 107 miles per hour exit velocity. What a swing. Luis Rengifo, his hands threw the baseball so effectively. After 9 home runs in Toronto, a home run here right away at the Big A.
Giddy up, gave it a ride. Taylor Ward takes downstairs. And Rengifo, what an August. And coming into this game, 252, so the batting average was down, but the slugging up with the 5 homers and 16 RBIs. Now make it 6 homers, 17 RBIs without a walk.
That's 33 extra base hits this season for Luis Rengifo. Gets that pitch lower half, and he crushed that out, and it got out quickly.
That's that yellow line out there. GA, Garrett Anderson, on the pregame show. He has a conservative estimate of he would have had 75 over that line. And that Trout would eventually get the runs record. 3-0 now to Taylor Ward. He's back. The Angels definitely made some moves today.
I would definitely be swinging 3-0 here from Taylor Ward, especially how well he swung the bat down to St. Petersburg.
Ryan Aguilar was returned to Double-A Rocket City, so congrats to him on his MLB debut with the Halos. Angels also returned right-handed pitcher Geraldo Reyes to Triple-A. Jose Rojas also. And Jesse Chavez was released. Wish him the very best. Catch on with another team. Jose Marte stays in the bullpen. Matt Duffy activated. That's cool. And Aaron Loop and Ryan Tepera are back in the bullpen as well. For Taylor Ward, those last 2 games in Tampa was 5 for 9 with a double, a homer, and a couple of RBIs. It's ground ball, trying to get through the middle. A spin by Kiner Falefa. The stretch by Rizzo gets him.
Well, we've seen over the years with Texas, he was a catcher, he was a Gold Glover at third base. Now playing some solid defense. That throwing arm, he needed all that to get Taylor Ward going down the line. Just a little bit slower out of the batter's box as he jammed on that fastball inside. He's able to make the play, get the first out of the inning after the home run by Rengifo.
Yeah, bang, bang play. Fans might want to know why the Angels didn't try to challenge, the Ohtani play at the end of the first. There was a play in Toronto with Guerrero at first. It was just too close that the call on the field was out. I don't see how it's good. Maybe the video might show. My opinion.
It would have been tough, yeah, but it looked like at every angle we were seeing that maybe, just maybe, it was close enough to, if it different point of the game, maybe, but no challenge early in the game when you're facing a team like the Yankees. It's a tough call.
Former Yankee Mike Ford going to be playing a lot of first base. And Jared Walsh on the shelf for the season. Of course, we always wish Jared the very best as he recovers from his injury. Ford is swinging a hot bat. I mean, just finds the outfield with that inside-out opposite way base hit.
And a Hyundai key for the game today. A little OC band, Velvet Revolver. Dirty little things. Lay off that pitch in the dirt, that splitter in the dirt. Bring that up in the zone, better chance. Same thing with his sinking fastball. But just don't let any of those pitches get in the dirt, because when he gets those swings and chases in the dirt, Frankie Montas can be very dangerous. Rengifo goes, not so much.
Money on the key to the game. That's all I got to say. Here's Joe Adell. He had one really good game in Toronto. I spoke to him briefly today. I said, hey, how about the energy here tonight with the Yankees? And his point was, just another game. Like, what about in Toronto, all those fans? He said, yeah, well, it was 60-something thousand, and we swept them. Okay. All right, ice water, no effect on him, and a chance to add on for the Halos. Off the end of the bat, popped up. Cabrera has it, second out of the second.
Let's go back to that swing by Luis Rengifo. How quick his hands were to hit that out on the line and get it out. Give the Halos an early lead. His balance, his timing, getting his foot down and his hands, and then bam, right through the baseball, catching it out in front. 107 miles per hour exit velocity. It's worth looking at the iPad after that swing.
It's just been a remarkable couple of months for Luis Rengifo, swinging the bat and playing some excellent defense.
But his throw from third base the other day from Toronto, that was a long throw, and that was a laser beam throw, first base. That was a game when Shohei Ohtani and Alek Manoah were on the mound. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, just another one of those games that the AL MVP voters might want to review. That's hit well and over the head of Torres into right field. So another hit. 3 in the inning. First and second, 2 down.
Already 4 hits in the game against Frankie Montas. 4-2 in his career with a 2.30. 2-0 with a 1.20 here at the Big A. So some good swings. Now you're just trying to bunch them together and get some runs home.
And a chance for the former Yankee Andrew Velazquez, who really had an excellent road trip at the plate. He had 10 hits in the 10 games, 3 homers. And for Velazquez, what he was saying, he feels he's staying on top of the ball a little bit more now, therefore putting it in play a bit. A little bit more. And if you get any offense from Velazquez, the defense that he plays, then that's money in the bank.
And when you have a matchup like this, when you play with an organization and they know you well, you wonder who has the advantage, because you feel that you have every report. Everyone has all reports anyhow, but Aaron Boone and the Yankees are really extensive as far as utilizing the data. So they know exactly what Andrew Velazquez will hit and what pitch he will struggle with.
Well, and Phil Nevin and Aaron Boone know each other extremely well. Erica mentioned, Nevin was with the Yankees, third base coach. Everybody's got all the data. It comes down to the players on the field. 2 on, 2 outs. 1-0 Angels here in the bottom of the second. And that's a strikeout for Montas. That'll end the inning, but it's Luis Rengifo that puts the Angels on the board. He's swinging a hot bat. Rengifo with his 11th bomb of the year. That's right, it's over the line, it's gone, and the Halos have an early lead. Coors Light beating the pressure is going to exemplify exactly what's been working for the Angels starting pitching in the last 5 games. I mean, that is simply outstanding.
And the common theme, the common conversation we even had with Dom Chidi over the last couple days is there's a lot more trust in using their fastballs that set up secondary pitches for outs.
Jose Trevino leading up, takes strike 1. The month of August, the Angels are 2 games under 500 at 12-14. So sub 500 month, but an ERA of 3.07 as a pitching staff, 5th best in the bigs in the month of August, but the only team under 500.
When you think of the lineup for the Yankees, all the power they have, but the guy with the most success this season is the guy at the plate right now against the Angels. He's hitting .625, 8 for 15 with a home run, 2 RBI. Jose Trevino, the all-star.
And lifts that towards left field. Joe Adell, Mike Trout takes charge, has it for the first out of the 3rd. 7 in a row.
And what Suarez has done so far is be able to get his strikeouts. He's been able to set up fastballs, using his fastball upstairs, utilizing that changeup too, especially after having Stanton think fastball, got a changeup down, that hard slider, which he's been getting a ton of swing and misses of late. A whiff percentage of just under 29% with his slider.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa with 1 down in the 3rd. And you go to the numbers since the All-Star break that even further your point there, Gooby, with the slider and the changeup.
Yeah, you're talking about usage of 52%, 19 strikeouts, whiff percentage over 30. Opponent's batting average is 136.
From your playing days, you faced the Yankees quite a bit. Would it be a fair statement to say that not only you, but other players on the teams you were on got a little bit more up for the New York Yankees?
Yeah, your adrenaline is a little bit higher against the Yankees, whether it's at New York or at home against them.
What about the fan experience? How much does that play into how you feel?
You know, especially obviously it's different when you go to New York, but even at home, there's always going to be Yankee fans no matter where they're playing on the road. And then you look at numbers to say that they draw a lot of people to the ballparks, and a lot of their fans travel very well. But still, the energy you have against the Yankees, especially as a pitcher, is pretty awesome. So far in this game, Suarez has faced 8 batters 7 times today. He's on a first pitch strike.
He's locked in. It's early, and he's got a 1-0 lead thanks to a Rengifo homer. 2-2 to Kiner-Falefa. Full count.
Kiner-Falefa is a very tough contact hitter. He's about a 94% contact rate, so he doesn't strike out a whole lot. Always remember all those years, even with Texas, he would a lot of baseballs to the right side of the infield, especially if you pitch him away.
Just downstairs, first base runner for the Yankees. That's a 1-out walk.
You go back to the slider and changeup, how he's been getting outs since the All-Star break. That's 50 outs with those pitches, 34 with his changeup, 16 with his slider. And you're seeing a lot of those pitches well out of the strike zone, getting chases, but also you're getting some outs, some soft contact in the zone with both his changeup and slider. So it's pretty cool to see how far some of those pitches are off the plate, yet getting the hitters to go after those pitches. 2- and 4-seam changeup. Been very, very good for him.
Oswaldo Cabrera hitting 9th for the Yankees. 1 on, 1 out.
That's a good move. 3 career pickoffs. That was real close.
15 stolen bases, caught 4 times. Kiner-Falefa.
They run a lot.
Yeah, I saw that.
78 stolen basemen, caught 27 times. So Aaron Boone has them on the move. Not normally you see that with the Yankees. You think of the 3-run home run as their big reason for their offensive success. But lately they've been struggling, so they're running more.
Ground ball gets past Mike Ford. Connor Falefa is going to go to third on the hit by Cabrera. So the Yankees have something cooking here. The first and third with one out.
Just underneath the glove. Mike Ford, not hard contact. Kind of able to read that. Easily goes first to third because that ball was not hit hard. And Fight's going to go out to talk to José Suarez when Hifo will go out there too to help with the communication.
Meeting at the mound, we'll give you a quick word from Hyundai.
It's your journey. Own it in the Hyundai Santa Fe.
Entering today, Yankees a 7.5 game lead. That's it. Ahead of the Tampa Bay Rays. The players and the coaching staff will never say that they're feeling the pressure, but I wonder if maybe the fans are feeling a little tense with the way things have gone and maybe feel like, uh-oh, we haven't won this division just yet. DJ LeMahieu. Push bunt, safety squeeze, and it's going to score a run. Successful play put on by Aaron Boone, and the Yankees were tied up at 1.
Oh, you don't see that too often from a guy that's won some batting titles in his career with 2 different teams, but got a pitch, able to get that bunt down. And a walk right there, I don't blame him, especially with that open base.
Happened so fast, the fans didn't even get a chance to boo.
That was well executed by LeMahieu. And you know, Benintendi's always swinging at the first pitch. He did the first at bat.
So the intentional walk to Aaron Judge, and it brings up Andrew Benintendi. 2 down and 2 on.
DJ LeMahieu has been struggling a little bit swinging the bat, but in that scenario with first and third, the bunt, take the out, open base, you can walk Aaron Judge. You just got to make sure he makes the good pitches now to Benintendi to not allow a big inning to go against you.
I think first and third, and that run comes in, the intentional walk, and if you get out of it and Judge doesn't get an at-bat, as you said, no big inning, and you take that. I'd agree, but got to take care of Benintendi.
He's had a big year against the Angels swinging the bat, though.
Two 2-0, just off the plate.
They're coming into this game 346. His bats when he was a member of the Kansas City Royals.
Benintendi fouls it back. You know, Suarez can certainly, run out the clock when runners get on base. He doesn't have to deal with the pitch clock right now. Everybody's going to have to make adjustments if it's instituted into baseball next year. Be interesting to see how Suarez would handle it.
José Suarez this season, first time through a lineup, has been really, really good. This 174. Second time through the lineup, it jumps up to 270. And through his second time through right now, big pitch. Here now behind 2-1 to Benintendi.
There's a ground ball. And that will retire the side. Only one run comes in, that walk. But Suarez gets out of it.
Coverage camp. DJ LeMahieu there with first and third, squares around and puts on a safety squeeze for an out, but a run scores, but it allows Phil Nevin to walk Aaron Judge. And the way Aaron Boone was looking in, you wonder if he did that almost on his own there, because you know you're not going to face Aaron Judge there. But LeMahieu, though, in 21 games in August, is .224 batting average and OPS of .574. So he has been struggling, but boy, you'll take that any day. You could take the bat out of the hand of Aaron Judge and only give up one run in that inning. Any day of the week, you'll take it.
And then Suarez gets Benintendi to ground out. You limit that damage. That was big. And David Fletcher, left field, trying to hook it around the pole. Foul ball. What a series for David Fletcher up in Toronto. That was close against the Jays, 7 for 15.
Remember, he almost hit a grand slam for the first time in his career.
Scored a run in each of the games.
Yeah, just hook foul. And a lot of his hits were to left field.
In August, entering play tonight, Fletcher hitting .324.
Going back to that at bat for DJ LeMahieu, he's such a good hitter, and he uses the entire field so well. He's the one guy you're kind of concerned about because you're not going to strike him out. He's going to put the ball in play. Doesn't hit a lot of ground ball double plays, so you'll take that. And it's an RBI, it's a sack, bunt, tie game, but boy, you're trying to avoid big innings when you face the Yankees, and they have a lineup where that's where they thrive on, is the big inning.
Reading the situation and the body language from Aaron Boone, do you think he did it on his own?
It felt that way because usually, when you think about it with the Yankees, they're not a team that's going to do that a whole lot bunting, especially with a guy like him, your leadoff hitter at the plate. But if you're the Angels, you'll take it.
No doubt. 1-2 to Fletcher. There's a ground ball. Kind of Falefa has it, and there's one out here in the bottom of the third. Tied up at 1. And here comes Mike Trout. Career numbers for Mike with a 300-plus average and 1,000 OPS versus the Yankees. Only 7 players in MLB history have done that with 200-plus plate appearances. And it's a pretty good list. Trout, Ramirez, Ted Williams, Greenberg. That's it. Referee and Baroa.
Go back to early in the season, though. The Yankees pitched Trout really well. Oh for 10 for Trout in New York, a place where he usually crushes the baseball.
Oh, it hit him.
By the way, that hit he had first inning for Trout passes Darren Erstad on the all-time hit list with the Angels, so that was significant for Trout. Fifth batter that Montas has hit. That's right, at least on that protection, but you're still going to feel it when it's thrown that hard.
Brings up Shohei Ohtani with Trout at first. Smile from David Mayshore, first base coach. All's good there. And here's Ohtani.
Montas is quick to the plate. He's not easy to steal against. Hasn't been easy to steal against his whole career. 2 stolen bases in 5 attempts this year. He's 13 and 25 attempts. That's pretty quick to the plate as a right-handed pitcher. A lot of fastballs thrown, give a catcher a better opportunity to catch and throw.
That's in there. Let's get to our key player profile. Shohei Ohtani can hit the baseball extremely hard. And if you go back, 2018, most homers with exit velo, 115 plus. Stanton, Judge, Ohtani. Giancarlo at 19, Aaron with 9, and Shohei with 8.
Yeah, both players, their average exit velocity this season at 90.44. Judge, 89.4 for Ohtani. Exit velocity on average.
Well, Trout's going to advance on that wild pitch. In scoring position now with 1 out. And a 1-2 count coming to Shohei.
That's a 6th wild pitch this year for Montas. Overthrown splitter. Judge always plays a very, very deep center field. Ohtani's power, you don't blame him.
Montas gets Ohtani to chase, strikes him out, 2 down.
Another splitter. See that grip? It's the horseshoe part of the baseball. He's got a whiff percentage, nearly 38% with a splitter.
Montas now has to deal with Luis Rengifo, who homered. 7-game hit streak. Career high 11 homers. Rengifo.
You go back to that strikeout and what he has done this season. Go back to 2021, 21 strikeouts first games with a splitter. Look how many are just so far out of the strike zone. Only a couple of them touched the lower part of the strike zone. A lot of chases, a lot of those splitters in the dirt like he threw to Shohei Ohtani there. Really gives you a good view. When we get those StatCast 3Ds powered by Google Cloud, where it shows where they start and end, it's incredible to see how many chases that far below the strike zone. All these great hitters, yet he's getting guys to chase that far out of the strike zone. It tells you how good that splitter is.
Montas giving Ohtani just a piece of his own medicine there with that split.
Or as Bon Jovi would say, that would be bad medicine.
One, 2.
See, that's a splitter he threw in the strike zone. And now with 2 strikes, it's more likely you'll see that splitter that's not in the zone. And a lot of times they'll throw that splitter to make sure you think, okay, it's got a chance to be in a strike. And then with 2 strikes, he throws that chase splitter. That was pretty funny too. You see Trevino, he's setting the target up like Matt Theis did and then got the splitter down. Just in case as a hitter, every once in a while when you're going through your routine, you'll look back and see maybe that's where the target's going to be. I'm setting that target upstairs. And then he gets the splitter down. In the dirt.
Trout at second. 2 outs and the 2-2. The count's going to go full.
It's been an impressive at bat here for Luis Rengifo, not going after back-to-back change-ups like that. Or splitters.
Should Renifo walk? Taylor Ward on deck.
Pretty even split righties and lefties, so you don't think maybe he's going to throw a splitter. I think he's got a shot at getting a fastball here if you're Renifo.
And reaches for it. Going back on it is Connor Falefa. He has it. Nothing for the Angels. That half remain tied at 1. $4. You get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 soft drinks. For more info regarding the Coca-Cola Angels Family Fun Pack, visit angels.com/funpack.
Definitely a fun, packed stadium here today so far.
Well done. The Yankees are in town. And for a Monday night, we got ourselves a packed house. School's even going on. All the kids are here. Sherman Oaks, Notre Dame's own Mike Stanton. When he played there, of course, is Giancarlo Stanton now.
Yeah, you imagine trying to tackle him in high school football? Because he was a football player at Notre Dame.
Absolutely not, no. Tackling Christian Okoye, probably. Really nice guy. A chance to interview him a couple of times.
Oh, that's a good pitch.
Where did it miss is the question. Quinn Wolcott, home plate umpire. Calls that a ball, so it's 2-1 to Stanton.
Yeah, you don't want to fall behind Stanton all that often, because if he sits on a fastball, it's trouble.
And just an absolute rocket whistling past the ear of Suarez into the glove of David Fletcher.
It's the routine out.
You want to give me a guess on the exit velo, or do you already have it?
105.
That's it? Just off the end of the bat.
That only change up. Fletch with that haircut. He's even quicker.
Yes, a little faster. Side to side. Haircut and a shave will always lighten the mood. One out for Gleyber Torres. We're tied at 1, top of the 4th.
Well, you can count on a couple hitters in this lineup for the Yankees that would be swinging at the first pitch. Torres, Rizzo, Judge, Benintendi.
After an 11-game, 10-day road trip East Coast, your body clock essentially gets accustomed to East Coast time. But Angels, we all arrived decent hour last night, around 8 o'clock. Yankees have been on West Coast time. Any advantage, do you think? Asking for a friend if I need maybe an espresso around the 7th or 8th inning.
I always feel when you're facing a team like the Yankees, sleep is
overrated.
Yeah. Not needed. You're ready to go.
Totally.
You're ramped up for this. I mean, the fans, you're going to see some Yankee fans no matter what ballpark you go to. You see those uniforms. The uniforms are just a number on the back and no name on the back.
Four-year-old Jose Suarez toe-to-toe with the New York Yankees here at the Big A. 1 out, 2-2 pitch to Torres.
Got to go after an all-speed pitch there. Good little battle here. Torres and Suarez.
Labor from Caracas, Venezuela. Jose Suarez from Naguanagua, Venezuela. And a 2-2 count. And that's hit to left field. Joe Waddell is under it, drifts over and has it for the second out of the fourth.
Another out on a slider.
I think you're really starting to see Jose Suarez develop into a big league pitcher, a starter before our eyes this season.
Had great numbers in the month of September last season. You were hoping that carried over in the beginning part of the year, struggled. But now back to that same aggressive mentality on the mound here in the second half.
Anthony Rizzo with his 28 home runs. Speaking of players with 28+ home runs, Angels and Yankees only teams that this season with two players with 28+, Ohtani, Trout, Judge, and Rizzo.
That's why there's so much excitement in this ballpark here tonight.
If Aaron Judge hits 62 homers this year and sets the Yankees record, he's winning the MVP. There's absolutely no doubt. Regardless, I mean, Shohei could win the 15 games and hit 35, but it's a lock for him. And that is blasted into right field, and that's not coming back. And that's number 29 for Anthony Rizzo, and a 2-1 Yankees lead.
Boy, how quick those hands. And when you look at his career, look through his career, he's been really solid against left-handed pitchers because he chokes up in the bat, stays right on top of the plate. And he's been hit a lot in his career. So he stays in there real well against lefties. And if you make a mistake, especially a breaking ball, he's going to be ready. And that slider more of the plate. Remember, you got him to swing one off the plate, stay back. He's got that lift. 102.8 exit velocity on that one.
Yankees take the lead. And there's Jose Trevino.
201st home run this season for the Yankees. 29th for Rizzo. 34-degree launch angle. You put that together with that exit velocity, that's going to be a home run. 103 exit velocity with that launch angle usually means good chance. It's going a long way.
He's well on his way to another 30-homer season. As I mentioned off the top, for Rizzo, hitting 6th or lower in the lineup for the first time in 9 seasons. It's a starter.
The 11th home run allowed this season by Suarez. This is his second versus lefty, though.
Taylor Ward has it and retires the side. Yankees do take the lead on the Rizzo homer. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, visit buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealers today. By Jack in the Box, spicy chicken strips are back at Jack in the Box for a limited time, starting at just $5.49. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers. Oh, what a sight that is right there here at the Big A, back home. After a long road trip, that first game's always that tough one. Or maybe it's the second game after a long road trip. Taylor Ward leading off.
Good numbers in his career for Ward against Montas. In the game 4 for 8, one of those being a home run.
No hotter hitter in the game for April and May than Taylor Ward. Injury. And he crashed into the wall in right, slowed things down. And still dangerous and was having a good series in Tampa. Did not play in Toronto.
One thing that you saw down in St. Petersburg was how patient he was. He wasn't going pitches out of the zone. When he was hot early in the season, he was bringing everything in the zone. And then when he was struggling, he was chasing. Now he's back to that more patient approach.
Put right to Isaiah kind of Falefa. Kind of double clutched it, but still has time to get Ward. One out. Back-to-back at-bats. Ward is grounded out to shortstop.
Montas with 6 outs via ground ball, including a double play ball. Pretty high ground ball percentage. You're going to see that with a sinker and a splitter type pitcher. Over 46% ground ball rate, 44% in his career.
Mike Ford told me earlier today that he feels like he's due to hit a homer, and he would love to do it against his former team, as he owes them. Well, how about it?
Wow.
He just did it. First homer in well over a year. Crushed it against his former team. Mike Ford ties it up.
Good call, Patio. I guess he did say he was due, but not anymore. So 2 for 2 in the game for Ford. Launches that one out just like that. That's 104.6. Exit velocity, ties it right back up after the Rizzo home run. First baseman for the Yankees, first baseman for the Angels. Ties it up at 2. Get to wear that cowboy hat for the first time.
Looks good on him. Giddy up, he gave that baseball a ride. His first as an Angel. His first since he was with the Yankees last year, May of 2021. And Joe Adell lifts that to right field. Oswaldo Cabrera has it for the second out.
Boy, you got one of those, looked like a splitter. And he stayed on that one real well.
Little back, give me the bat flip. There it is.
Yeah, look at that one. Nothing better than that sound off the bat. Well, unless you're a pitcher, but for Ford, loving that. You know that felt really good.
'17 as a Yankee, and his first outside that organization. This is his 4th big league team this season alone. A lot of miles on that Ford. (2-0) to Matt Thaiss. Another start behind the plate for the former first-round pick.
A catcher, first-round pick out of Virginia.
National champion. Lives down in St. Pete now. From New Jersey. His parents followed him down there. I thought maybe the parents would go there first to retire. He said, no, he went there, and they followed him down to Florida. He had just gotten called up when the Angels were in Tampa. No time to stay in his own place. Frankie Montas. 2-2 count to Matt Thaiss.
15th home run allowed this season by Montas on that home run by Ford.
Chase for Thaiss, a strikeout, but we got ourselves a ball game. Mike Ford, his first as a Halo, Gooby, and as you said, that's got to be feeling good for him.
Boy, sweet on that swing, going a long way, tied it up at 2.
All tied up 2 apiece, thanks to 2 homers, solo jobs from Luis Rengifo and that man, Mike Ford. Packed house here tonight at Angel Stadium. Great to have you alongside with Mark Gubaza, Erica Weston, our entire Bally Sports West crew. Patrick O'Neill here. What a blast.
Well, that was a strike that Matt Thaiss stole on that one. That was off the plate, brought the glove back in there and got that call.
Kiner-Falefa walked and scored back in the second. I think that third for the Yankees. Foul back 1-2.
Line drive hitter. He had a pretty good pitch to drive the other way.
Yesterday we saw where Tucker Davidson was wearing the glove of Patrick Sandoval. Didn't get a chance to talk to Tucker or Sandy about it today, but it was a bigger glove. And the reason that he wore it, because Tucker has a smaller glove, and maybe somebody might be peeking at the grip. And the bigger glove by Sandoval allowed more coverage. Does that make sense to you?
I once asked Greg Maddux that exact same thing, because his glove was huge. I said, is it because, you know, he won all those gold gloves for fielding? He goes, no, I wanted to make sure I had a glove big enough where they couldn't see what pitch I was throwing.
Full count.
I still went back. I said, I think it's because of all the gold gloves.
I think when I asked you yesterday, you were just like, I wouldn't want to be wearing, and I want my hand in somebody else's glove. You personally would say no.
No.
But when I get a chance, we'll have to chat with Tucker, see how it felt. The old Sandman glove. Be careful, you don't want to walk. Kiner-Falefa again, time granted. And it wasn't granted because Kiner-Falefa called. We have a beach ball on the field. Oh, that beach
There's
ball
a pretty good chance
lived.
they're referencing that back in the Yes Network about a beach ball on the field here at the Big A. You know they're talking about that one.
Being in Southern California?
Yes, oh yes. Michael Kay will be saying something about that one.
Packed broadcast booth here at the Big A. And that's not going to be a walk, but that could be extra bases. Kiner-Falefa hits it all the way to the wall. Adele gets it in. That's going to be a leadoff double.
He's one of the, we mentioned he's a contact guy, and he hits fastballs well. Struggles versus off speed. Stride forward and gets a fastball, and he lines it left center. Remember, he hit Cabrera last at bat, hit that slow roller through the right side of the infield. His approach is going to be probably the same thing, to try to go the other way at the very least. Advance Kiner-Falefa to third. When Renjifo's looking over.
Cabrera just his 12th big league game.
Go back to that pitch there to Kiner-Falefa. When you have a hitter that is struggling against all speed, I know you don't want to walk him. He's going to make contact. You wonder if you go back and think that maybe a changeup might have been the better pitch.
Lifted towards right field, could be playable. Long run for Taylor Ward. Is he going to get there? No, foul ball.
Yeah, he's going to go a long, long way to even get close to that baseball.
It's a Bermuda Triangle, no man's land there. Everyone to catch their breath and attack Cabrera here on a 1-1 pitch for Suarez. Leadoff double. Kiner-Falefa is in scoring position.
It's the time if you're Suarez, you're trying to get the out, but you're trying to make sure with that out you don't allow Kiner-Falefa to advance to third base on an out, a productive out. So you're looking for a pop-up in the infield or a strikeout. And with this good changeup and slider, you can get that soft contact popped in the air in the infield.
Another all-Venezuelan matchup here. Suarez, Cabrera. 2-2. Certainly could use a punch out right here. How about it? That's what he needed. One out.
Went upstairs with a fastball. Got him to chase a changeup. Elevate it, but off the plate. Huge swing and miss here now. Might want to vary your look back to second on Kiner Falefa. Real good speed. Fletcher going to try to keep him close, and Fletcher's has the option of putting on pickoff plays himself.
Yes, he does. He's always looking into that Angels dugout. A lot of work with Bill Hasselman. This is the third time through here for Suarez, LeMahieu, and then Judge on deck.
You go back to the last two pitches for Suarez to get Cabrera and keep Kiner Falefa at second with this strikeout. He goes upstairs, fastball, 92. And then he goes changeup, almost the same plane, but a separation of 11 miles per hour on those pitches, plus that little fade action. Good setup all the way around by Suarez to get a strikeout.
He's back in the third with one out, runners on the at the corners, and LeMahieu with the safety squeeze. And that tied the game up at 1 at the time, but then Angels, of course, walk Judge with first base open. Plays on with Velasquez. And if Gooby somehow, Suarez were able to get LeMahieu, I know it's really tough to strike him out, pop up or an out to keep Kiner Falefa at second, and you're going to walk Judge again.
Oh, yes.
In the second. Ground ball. Renifo's going to look back. Kiner Falefa. Oh, that's perfect. 2 down. And now 4. Put the 4 up. Don't even let him get close. Don't even.
Yeah, especially at lefty versus lefty. Yeah, right away you see him go down there to first base.
Let's just listen in. What do they expect?
Phil Nevin knows him all too well as a third base coach after a home run. The high five almost breaking his hand going around third base. He knows him all too well.
Yeah, I saw a DeSensei jersey in the stands. They know what's up. Great to see Wally Joyner also down on the field, Gooby.
Yes.
Especially with Trout passing. Darren Erstad hits.
Suarez needs a really good pitch. First pitch to Benintendi here.
Two on, 2 outs. Benintendi at the plate, just off the plate.
That was a real good pitch. Good spin on a slider.
It worked back in the third for the Angels. Intentional walk to Judge. Suarez got Benintendi to ground out to Fletcher to end the inning. Same scenario. It was tied at 1 at the time, tied at 2 now. Just going back before the intentional walk and all the boos, the defense by Luis Renifo at third, so solid of late.
Yeah, he looked him back to make sure there was no chance he was going to go on the throw across the diamond.
So another look at how calmly, not only look back, he'll run him back.
And, it was a tough little hop, too. And go back to that good throwing arm. We saw that on display in Toronto. What a long throw that was, and an accurate throw.
Benintendi has a 2-1 count. He pops it up. He shows the frustration. Suarez, excellent work, keeping this tied up at 2. Bottom 5 next. Let's take a look at stats with lows, and so much pressure on Aaron Boone and the Yankees. He won't admit it, but you always look at that All-Star break, right? Pre-All-Star break, winning percentage at .696. There was talk about winning 117 games. Now they just want to hang on and win this division.
Yeah, they had such a significant lead. Everything was going well, but I'm comfortable saying the Yankees are going to win this division. And Aaron Boone has done a really good job, and Aaron Judge is going to more than likely get that MVP, but there's still some time left in the season with Shohei Ohtani. What he's doing, you never know, but they're in good position. And they got really good starting pitching, too. We're going to see that on display this whole series.
Oh, I'm sure they absolutely, totally agree with you, Gooby, and the odds are going to say that as well. If it starts getting to around 6, 6.5, or 5, 5.5. Toronto won tonight.
Yeah, they won in the 11th inning.
Over the Cubs, they snapped that 3-game losing streak. Tampa's off today. They're going to be in Miami tomorrow. If the Yankees fall tonight, the Angels push a winning streak to 4. That just makes it all the more exciting for tomorrow. And of course, series finale Wednesday. Still no word on exactly when Ohtani's going to pitch. Is it going to be Friday? Is it possibly Saturday? I don't know if Phil Nevin wants to show his cards just yet. Velasquez strikes out for the second time. He's done it again. The machine, Albert Pujols, is at 694 home runs. He's homered off 450 different pitchers. That breaks Barry Bonds' MLB record.
And when you see Albert going that way and hitting out, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun when he gets closer to it. He's a 6 away from 700 in his career. Albert Pujols, so I didn't think he'd have much of a shot at this coming into the season, but I feel pretty good about him getting it now. Be great to see it for the game and for Albert.
Just 2 away from A-Rod, 6 away from.
You remember when he was
700.
Remember he got in the home run derby at the All-Star game, and everyone's thinking, Albert going in there, but it seems since the home run derby, he's been on a home run derby swing.
Exactly right. Fletcher, the center field. That's where Judge is, and 2 outs.
When you're in those kind of competitions, though, you're just looking for a pitch to try to lift in the air. Well, he's been able to do that, and his OPS slugging, amazing. Since that All-Star break
has absolutely been the difference.
He's leading baseball in those categories. That's incredible.
All right, with 2 outs, here's Trout, 4 homers in his last 5 games.
Yeah, and he's going to pitch Trout inside. He has done that throughout his career. Fastballs in, 4 and 2-seam fastballs in, and then splitters. If Trout gets one of those splitters that are in the strike zone, here's the damage that could be done.
A little flare to center field. Judge has a long way to run. That's going to fall. So Mike, who just passed Darren Erstad in the Angels' all-time hit list, he now has 1,507.
And Aaron Judge, we talked about how deep he plays in center. That's a breaking ball. And towards the end of the bat, you see how deep he is. There's no way, as much as that strike could be and how quick he is, he's not going to work his way in on that one. Trout gets that one to fall in nicely. On base 3 times today for Trout.
2 for 2 with a walk.
Gives Shohei Ohtani a chance to swing the bat. Mentioned, no, it's odd so far. Trout with no numbers against Montas has got 2 hits. Shohei with outstanding numbers against Montas so far, 0 for 2 with a double play and a strikeout. Baseball.
Love it. So Rizzo with his 29th home run on the 29th of August in game 129 for the Yankees. I want to see why Shohei can't hit his 29th on the 29th of August in game 129 for the Angels. Makes sense, wouldn't it?
It's all about numbers. Just 2 fastballs thrown to Shohei in this game by Montas. And he's seen 12 pitches already. There's 2 fastballs. You know, we showed some of those swings he's had. Home runs against him. He's got 3. Fastballs have been the ones he's crushed.
Well, the question is, how do you want to pitch to Ohtani here with 2 outs? You know, Rengifo has the homers, been red hot. How careful do you want to be? That's what's interesting about the Yankees batting order. They have Judge and then Benintendi following him, and then Stanton.
Especially with Suarez, the lefty on the mound. You would think you would bunch together Judge and Stanton.
Halfway through this ball game, all knotted up, 2 apiece. Tony warning everybody. The Yankees dugout.
That's another splitter. That one in the strike zone, so you can almost imagine this splitter is going to be out of the strike zone if he executes it well. Shohei with 3 home runs versus off-speed pitches, which you could put that splitter in that category this season.
The 1-2, Ohtani drives that one right center field, and that ball is gone! Iterashai baseball, 4-2 Angels. He does it. He hits his 29th home run on the 29th of August. 129th game of the season for the Angels.
That's his 4th home run versus an all-speed pitch. Got the splitter, got more of the zone, and Shohei had to walk it out. Going about just under 103 miles per hour exit velocity. He'll take that cowboy hat. Splitter, crush, Shohei. Another home run against Frankie Montas. Yes, got him. Hey, when you're Shohei, you get Shohei treatment.
Absolutely. Awesome. Absolutely incredible. And all eyes on Ohtani in this MVP race between Judge and Shohei. And
love that swing against the splitter. He's got him to chase. This time is in the zone. He gets it out in front. Even though he's slightly off balance, that's how strong Shohei is.
And Rengifo, Tapper over the mound. Kind of Falefa throws him out. He's done it again. He is the remarkable one. No one like him in the game, in all of sport. Ohtani's son, 29 home runs, and gives the Angels a 4-2 lead. So we head to the 6th, and it's against Judge and the Yankees. It's definitely not Aroldis Chapman, I can promise you that. Angels 4. Yankees 2. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Wow. Electric atmosphere. And we just came from 3 games in Toronto. All 3 were sold out. And the Angels kept that crowd so quiet. And now here in front of the home fans. It hasn't been great at the Big A this season for the Angels.
Good change up there. Suarez against Stanton, you can see right away he's trying to get the Yankees right back on the board. He's had 2 really healthy swings there. Very good in the last 5 starts. ERA 1.93 for Suarez. Boy, that's a good miss, though. Better take by Stanton, not going after that changeup. Remember, he struck him out. You heard you getting ready.
Jimmy likes to pitch against the Yankees.
If he goes 3-2 changeup, if he does, it's got to be off the outside corner. He's had a tough time with sliders.
Oh, nice pitch. Got him looking.
Boy, what a perfect slider he threw to get Stanton. 3-2 slide piece.
It's absolutely perfectly located.
Nice job by Matt Theis keeping that glove there. And he's already throwing that around the diamond. As Stanton looks on, that's in the zone though.
6 strikeouts for Suarez. First pitch in there. Get me over curveball to Gleyber Torres. Popped up right side and drifting into the seats. Top 6, 4-2 halos. 1 out and an 0-2 pitch coming to Gleyber Torres. Soft contact. Velasquez has it. Goes across, and we have 2 outs in the 6th.
Let's keep that focus here with 2 outs. Rizzo, who homered off Suarez last at bat, been solid. It's 80 pitches, 52 strikes for Jose Suarez. Continues to show some serious promise on the mound. Almost feel like this would probably be his last batter. See if he could finish off strong, finish off the innings. 6 solid innings for Suarez.
Looking for a quality start. Capital Q. Swing and a miss. This Angels team has arrived here at the Big A with some newfound confidence. They went into Toronto having lost 6 in a row at 9 of 10. And one game, one inning at a time, they just got better and better and better.
This is where you see Suarez, by the way, Patrick. He'll choke up even more so on the bat. As he's going up there higher, you can see from where he was the first 2 pitches as compared to this pitch. That way he could still get the barrel of the bat on it and control the bat that much better.
Rizzo with his 29th homer and his 70th RBI in the season earlier.
Get a good idea right here where he's at on the bat. See how he moves up the hands, chokes up a little bit even more so with 2 strikes here. And he's right on the plate. Almost daring you to pitch inside because he doesn't give in on it. He'll be hit by a pitch. He'll stay in there. Hit 16 times this season.
Let's see just how close the knob of the bat is to the top of the strike zone. Right there.
That's a good pitch.
Top of the strike zone. Not called. 2-2.
Sometimes you're even more impressed not going after. This is in the strike zone here, too.
Yeah.
And that's quite a bit in the strike zone.
Just infield completely shifted over to the right side. 2-2. Full count. Jose Trevino waits on deck. Should Rizzo walk? And that's hit right into the shift. A tricky hop. That's going to be an outstanding play. Circle it, highlight it. Excellent defense by David Fletcher.
Boy, Fletch, he's made a difference so much in the defense in the middle of the infield. We know what he's doing at the plate. It's another outstanding play by David Fletcher.
Strong from Jose Suarez, and the defense by David Fletcher. That shot by Rizzo had an expected batting average of .470, exit velo 104. Taylor Ward leads off, fouls that to the left side. Got a nice little hop. That's just good defense. Strong defense and great pitching.
Well, you got to really be impressed with what we're seeing from Suarez. His average about 14.5 pitches per inning, 87 pitches, 6 innings, 6 punch-outs. The Angels with 3 home runs today to go along with 9 up in Toronto. That's 12 in the last 4 games. If my math is good, that's averaging 3 a game.
Hold on. Yeah, no, I can confirm. Also was great in the dugout, you know, to see everybody coming in and giving the high fives to Suarez. Everybody's got a good feel going right now. You can look at it like you're playing spoiler if you want. The team just likes to go out and play hard and playing some winning baseball right now.
Bottom line is you're seeing those high fives in a dugout because after you get a lead like that against the Yankees and you put up a 0 right away, yeah, you're going to get some high fives and some smiles in that dugout. You did your job. A shutdown inning.
Benji Gill having fun over there with Suarez. More frustration from Ward. Grounds out to Kiner Falefa for 1 out here in the 6th. So let's take a look at our Carl's Cam replay. So first home run for Mike Ford of his career with the Yankees here against the Angels. I'm like, oh, all right, well, congratulations. And then let's flip the script to tonight, his first as an Angel.
Now, how's that possible?
I don't know, but it's a great find by our crew.
That is worthy of a Carl's Cam, a replay. And he's at the plate right now. Who knew?
It just, you know what, it ties together, doesn't it? And he's got some power as he showed, but he let me know that he's ready to hit a homer. He went out and did it, and that'll kind of ease a little of that tension. And he's been swinging it free and easy as it is. He's picked up a couple of knocks in his first game as an Angel. Ohtani is just incredible. I have a feeling by the time this season is over, his numbers offensively are going to get pretty close to what they were last year. OPS, slugging, maybe not quite the same as Ford strikes out. We'll get to 46. But his pitching has improved. Offense may be down just a touch, but it's getting stronger and stronger as we're seeing.
I've been really impressed with his pitching, though, for Shohei. I mean, his pitching, he's dominant. I still go back to what John Smoltz, Hall of Famer John Smoltz, said about him last year and again this season. He could be in that even plane with Jacob deGrom on the mound, which is pretty hard to say. And he's that good on the mound right now.
Look at, there's a 2+ warm one season as a hitter and a pitcher. 5 players in baseball history: Ruth, Farrell, Newcomb, Drysdale, who you had the pleasure of talking to quite a bit about your pitching, and you learned quite a few things. But Ohtani's done it in back-to-back years. Yeah. It's never happened.
Still go back to what Dan Shulman and Buck Martinez both came over in our booth after that performance by Shohei on the mound in Toronto. They just said, never seen anything like it. And they've seen a lot.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And even talking to Ippei today about it, he goes, Shohei was throwing his fastball more. And you go back to the game, he had of his 6 strikeouts to start the game, 5 were on his fastball. And he said it's only going to get better, that 2-seamer, when he gets more and more comfortable throwing that. They go on, but he touched 100 miles an hour with his 4-seamer in that game.
You know, if batting practice is any indication how a hitter might feel going into the game. I know there's a lot of 5 o'clock hitters out there. Joe Adell was peppering the seats in BP. It's one of those hitters, when he makes contact, it's barreled, and it has a different sound off the bat.
Ooh.
And Trevino took a bite out of him.
He's been such a big part of the success this season for the Yankees. And you see that a lot with the catchers where they're down on that one knee. He's trying to shake that one off, got his foot.
Two outs in the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Joe Adell strikes out. Jose Suarez was outstanding, but the Halos turning things over to the bullpen. This is getting to be fun here at the Big A. Jose Suarez, that's a quality start. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, had 6 punch-outs, 3 walks. Angels turn it over to Ryan Tepera. He did not make the trip to Toronto, and he is ready to go here tonight. First game since Wednesday against the Rays in Tampa. Jose Trevino, he's going to lead off, so 7, 8, and 9. Magneuris Sierra takes over in left for Joe Adell.
26th career game for Tepera versus the Yankees. Solid 2.74 ERA.
Foul back above us. No, Gooby, not to get ahead, right? But if you could take care of the 7th, you got 7, 8, 9 here, and somehow get through that 8, get through that Judge, Stanton situation, you have a good chance to really close out this game with the bullpen in the driver's seat.
Still has some life in that 2-seamer when he runs it upstairs.
That's popped up. Matt Dice. Oh, and he makes the play. Oh, my goodness, what a catch.
He'll get a little bit of a smile. Oh, wow, reaching back and controlling that baseball. It's interesting, Rengifo was running in there quickly to help him out.
Just starts drifting back and back.
Well, he is a big New York Giant fan. That almost like he caught a punt there.
Almost muffed it, but got it. Phew. One out. And sometimes those are the breaks. This could be the difference in a ball game. 1-0 to Kiner Falefa. Walks, scored a run, doubled. Slider misses from Tepera, 2-1.
Kiner Falefa throughout this entire game has been very patient. It's very difficult to strike out. He's going to make contact.
Infield defense playing him straight up. The 3-1. So the count runs full. A little bit more on this Angels pitching that's been great of late. Here's Erica Weston.
Yeah, guys, I talked with Matt Wise before the game today, particularly about the young staff, the 4 lefties that they have with Tucker Davidson joining as well. And he said he just loves the way that they're pushing each other, too. And, you know, Tucker Davidson joining them, falling in line. It's been a good group to watch. They just push and encourage each other. So it's cool that one guy will go out there, throw 6-7 innings, Sandy throwing the CG, and they want to go out and be better. He says they're in such a good spot. He walks by them, listens to what they're talking about. They're not locked in on every single pitch, but it's cool to just walk by, stir the pot with them a little bit, listen to what they're talking about, because they're talking about actual stuff that's going to help them and move forward. So it's cool to see the growth that those young guys on the staff have had in a short time.
So incredibly cool, Erica. Thanks so much, because you're building a young starting staff. So many lefties that the lone righty there, Griffin Canning, he gets back into the mix next year.
Yeah, and they're around each other all the time. By the way, Erica, how close was that ground ball your way?
I'm okay. It wasn't too close. I had other close calls, though, but that one wasn't too bad.
All right, just making sure you were working on your fielding percentage.
Crowded down there, though.
But, Patty, you mentioned a good point, though. They are always standing next to each other in the dugout. When I'm down here every single game, this whole staff, they're always sitting next to each other, joking around.
Oh, that's a big pitch, just to continue the theme of good pitching. Tepera strikes out Kiner Falefa. Not easy to do.
Well, that sinker was nasty by Tepera. Starts in the zone, sinks down and in. Don't get him to chase many out of the zone. He did on that one.
You know, we were talking on the plane coming back, Ubi, with some of the coaches, and also a conversation with Nevin about the way he has handled his bullpen of late.
Yep. They know the role. They know they're going to be given opportunities in those big moments, and he's done a nice job handling their bullpen.
2 outs. Oswaldo Cabrera, the batter. I can promise you this is their first ever matchup. Don't even have to check. Just his 12th career game. It's that similar crown tattoo that we saw from Gerardo Reyes. Just went back to AAA. Well, with that foul ball, we have a second. Give you a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Mix good sauce with my new spicy good sauce for spicy good sauce.
2 outs in the top of the 7th. Ryan Tepera ahead of Cabrera, 0-2.
By design, either go that split finger changeup or sinker now. Run it upstairs to make him aware of a pitch above the letters. Finish below the knees if he can.
Named after Nolan Ryan, veteran right-handed reliever. So incredibly competitive. What a moment for him here and the Angels. 2-2. Just misses. Full count.
Always a patient club. A on-base percentage as a team at .325.
This team averages 5 runs a game. He had a strikeout. Tepera got him. 1, 2, 3, 7 for the vet. 4-2 Angels.
How you set up hitters, even a young hitter like this. Tepera goes upstairs with a fastball. That's by design to see if it get him to train those eyes upstairs. And another backdoor breaking ball. He wanted that elevated, and he's able to finish off Cabrera. Tepera was with a high slider. That is by design. You used to always think of sliders down at the knees or below. That's by design because he got his eyes trained on a fastball upstairs and finished him off with a slider, upper part of the strike zone. Something the Angels have been really effective with throughout their entire staff, bullpen and starters.
Let's not forget about that catch, that first out made by Matt Thaiss. Behind the plate, diving backwards. 1 for 2 tonight. He's got tremendous pop in that bat. At 8 home runs for the Angels back in 2019, has 9 in his career. Would be looking for his first of the season and first, as primarily playing the catching position in the big leagues. Nice job of hitting. Drops it into center field for a leadoff single for Matt Thaiss. He's 2 for 3. Join us for Ducks Night Friday as the Angels face the Astros at 6:30 p.m. First 25,000 fans will receive a Ducks hockey helmet beanie. It's courtesy of Valley Sports. For more info, visit angels.com/promotions. I don't think that's the same duck that was on the road trip. We're back here in Anaheim. That was a long
flight for the Ducks.
Yes.
All the way back from Canada.
Got through customs. And that's going to do it for Frankie Montas. He's still looking for his first win as a Yankee. Pitching change. OCNavigator.org. And by Infinity. Luxury should be lived in. Visit your local Infinity retailer today. We're having fun. Hope you're having fun enjoying this one here tonight. 3 homers, including number 29 for the reigning AL MVP Shohei Ohtani. Angels 4. Aaron Judge and the Yankees 2. In the bottom of the 7th.
I'm thinking Velasquez may be asked to bunt here now. But it's not easy to bunt off Holmes as hard as he throws.
Halos knock. Frankie Montas out. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1. Holmes, first-time All-Star this season.
Just came back from the IL, too. Get that fastball touching 100. Also throws a curveball, slider, changeup. Force him to make a play, if he can, on the bunt.
Mayhew playing well in.
There's some MVPs right there.
for and a former #1 overall pick. 1-1. Levin, former #1 overall.
Golden Spikes winner also.
What a player. And Fullerton. Foul back count's going to be 1-2.
It's not easy to bunt off of Clay Holmes because the velocity and the movement he has on his fastball. We've seen Andrew Velasquez do this a couple times where he's bunted with 2 strikes. LeMahieu's almost in the left-handed batter's box.
Dice at first, nobody out. 1-2. Well, Velasquez felt like he did not swing at that, but
he felt he brought the bat back.
Swinged up, bunt attempt with 2 strikes. Nevin clearly wanting home plate umpire Quinn Wolcott to check third base umpire, but he doesn't have to.
I think he didn't get that bat back quick enough. He tried to bring it back, but the baseball's already going by in the zone, I think, at that one. That's why he's going to call him out. I think that's the right call. You see him trying to bring it back, but it's already crossed the zone where he had the bat out there.
From that first angle, I think that did show that. Dice, who has 2 hits and also that remarkable catch, and you brought up, being a Giants fan, that you're catching a punt, but then you saw a picture. Twitter's remarkable, comparing the catch to the Odell Beckham one-handed catch, with going backwards, and side by side.
Yeah,
almost
very similar.
Sixth sellout of the season here at Angel Stadium. 44,537. And I think with 2 more games between the Angels and the Yankees, wouldn't be surprised if we see 7 or 8. This could be 2. 6, 4, 3, double play. Holmes comes in and does his job. Angels still lead 4-2 to the 8th. Give you a look.
Oh, he's not even near the base. That's a good call inside there.
Yeah, credit.
He's not even close to the base.
Credit to the Angels back in the video room spotting that. I mean, that is excellent work.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Los Angeles will retain their challenge.
I mean, it's significant because it gives Mike Trout a chance to swing the bat.
Fantastic job by Ryan Dundee and the team back there. Great pickup. I mean, that is a tailor-made double play.
And that's a look of a manager just frustrated because that's one of those plays where you're going to get a double play. It was hit right at an infielder to be able to have a 6-4-3 turn. Aaron Boone, you see that shake of the head and thinking, oh, now I have to deal with Trout at the plate and his numbers in his career versus the Yankees, including 2 hits today.
Oh, and by the way, if you don't want to pitch to the 3-time MVP Mike Trout, the reigning MVP waits on deck. Oh, and the crowd, everybody was probably going to the concession to get that one last, beverage. And then they saw the video review, and they're back in their seats for this. Well, kind of Falefa has a long throw, 1 pitch, and Holmes comes back out there and finishes the job. Now we head to the 8th.
the Big Ed Kent French. That is Garrett Anderson, and Bobby V is somewhere. I have been told he'll be here for the post-game show presented by the OC Healthcare Agency. We'll talk in 3 long balls so far for the Halos, but also focus is going to be Jose Suarez. What a 6 innings against this Yankees lineup.
Yeah, he pretty much just went through the lineup tonight. I mean, yeah, he gave up a home run, 1 run, but I like what I saw. I wish they would have let him stay out a little longer.
Yeah, so did I, but you know what? The bullpen has been good so far. Tepera going back out there for the top of the 8th innings, who sent it back inside to Patrick O'Neill and Mark Gubicza. Guys, take it away.
Thank you. Looking forward to Angels Live post game. I'm sure you'll find Bobby V in time. That's right. Tepera back out there.
You got righty to start off this 8th inning. That's why you're going back with Ryan Tepera. And his numbers in his career versus the Yankees have been solid. And he threw the ball well with 2 strikeouts in the 7th inning.
Checking his game log for this season. This will be the first multi-inning for Tepera since April 20th. That's in there, 1-1. Oh, this is the game right here. Here's top of this Yankees order here with LeMahieu, Judge, Benintendi. Oh, ground ball. Velasquez charges, throws on the run, got him. 1 down.
Going back to that defense we saw on that entire road trip, especially in Toronto, that middle infield defense with Velasquez and Fletch, Rengifo at third, solid. Big out. That's what the fans came here for now. Ryan Tepera against Aaron Judge.
So you got a veteran, competitive reliever in Ryan Tepera who has absolutely no fear. 1 away from 50 homers is Aaron Judge.
Look how he has those hands out over the plate, Aaron Judge, too. I mean, his home run power, legendary already, but he's been pulling the baseball a lot more this season.
Vice sets up inside. Good pitch. Doesn't get the call. Just misses.
Tepera's asking if it was inside. It was off the plate in. Went back almost the exact same spot. Remember, Tepera was asking if I was inside, so maybe Aaron Judge is thinking, okay, that's in, but he is good inside now. It used to be, for Aaron Judge, he used to be able to try to throw the belt and above inside on him, but he used to go inside out to right field, but now he's turning on that pitch. It makes him even more dangerous at the plate.
Destroys everything, but particularly fastballs. The 1-1. That is driven deep. That one is number 50 for Aaron Judge.
Boy, curveball hit a long, long way by Judge. You know what? The fans going 434 feet. The fans got what they're seeing so far tonight, what they wanted. Shohei Ohtani home run. Judge doing the same. Curveball, middle of the plate, went down and got it, and hits it a long, long way.
Second time in this remarkable young man's career, he has reached 50 homers.
That's his 17th home run versus a breaking pitch this season.
History made by the Yankees slugger here at the Big A. You don't see it very often. 5-0 for the Judge. with 50 homers before September. And it was a mile high and a mile far.
That's how strong he is. That's all the power he's generating on a curveball. 111 miles per hour exit velocity, going 434. Track that fastball to pitch before it gets a curveball. The fans in the ballpark here today wearing that Yankees colors, happy to see that from Aaron Judge.
Only 5 players in Yankees history have hit 50 or more home runs. Judge did it twice now. Mickey Mantle twice. Babe Ruth 4 times. A-Rod once. And Roger Maris, he has the franchise record with 61. There's Benintendi. Cue is on José Quijada. And the Angels still lead 4-3, top of the 8th. What a game.
If you're a fan at the ballpark today or watching it on TV, you're getting exactly what you'd hope for. The superstars in this game. It's the beauty of baseball. It really is. Regardless of where the records are, I mean, the Angels and the Yankees have battled a lot. If you go back to 2002, they had to go through New York in Yankee Stadium and then come back home here to finish off before winning the World Series against the Giants in 2002.
Quijada ahead, but Benintendi 0-2. 1-2.
Sierra's got to be ready his way in left field. Quijada throws a lot of his fastballs are away and elevated. Benintendi pretty good on pitches up and away, so Sierra's got to be ready in left field, along with Rengifo at third.
That's a foul ball. Let's give you a quick word from Kia.
Presenting Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable all-wheel drive SUVs.
The 1-2. Right up the middle, off the bag. That's through for a hit. Smoked. Right pass, Quijada.
He's elevated. He hits pitches upstairs pretty well for a lefty. Most times you think of lefties like the ball down, but he likes that baseball elevated. Lines it back up the middle.
Well, how about this? The lefty Quijada against the right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. Tying run at first base.
First pitch changeup. Yeah, this is fun.
José Quijada has such amazing electric energy. He loves this moment. It's a big stage right here. He stands alone. Popped up. Ford has it. 2 outs.
Big out. It's that power, Giancarlo Stanton. Refocus. Torres, a lot of power on the first pitch. Tied him up enough. 96 in. Frustrated. Stanton slams the bat down.
That was the first ever matchup. Quijada, Stanton. He has faced Gleyber Torres one other time before. Torres 0 for 1. And that one's hammered to center field. Mike Trout going back, but he's under it, and he's got it. José Quijada keeps the score 4-3 in this inning. Here on August 29th, 2022. History's made. Aaron Judge, his 50th. Shohei Ohtani, though, looking for his second of the night, and he leads off the 8th. Go top-tier play, 5th inning. Shohei Ohtani did this. 2-run shot, his 29th, gave the Angels a 4-2 lead.
Splitter went down and got it. Lines it out. 2-run home run and respect. No splash.
That's all he asks for.
Of course, Fletch is right there.
Yeah.
It's mandatory for Fletch to be there.
They rehearsed that. On Sunday, Ohtani hit his 28th home run, that being yesterday, Saturday. He won his 11th game. Lucas Litke, 40th game. Lost the helmet.
I think he was looking for number 30. Look, he's got a fastball, not overpowering. 88-91, curveball, slider, changeup.
This game's had it all. 3 homers for the Angels, including a big one by Ohtani. And, of course, Aaron Judge hit his 50th.
I thought he might be sitting slider here.
Hits it hard. Rizzo.
Better get there.
I don't think he did. Safe. Like the bullet train down the line, Ohtani beats it out.
Yeah, once Rizzo got to that ball was hit good and hard by Shohei. But that breaking ball hits another breaking ball hard. And as a left-handed pitcher, you become a spectator, you're no way going to get there and beat Shohei. Tried to reach and tag him because you know you couldn't beat him to the bag. And then when he tags him, he loses the baseball.
If he didn't lose the ball, he would have had him. That's going to be a single. Ohtani.
Another 29.5 feet per second, just under elite at 30. So 2 more hits in the game for Ohtani, including a 2-run home run, gives Rengifo with the power from this side of the plate. He homered from the left side back in the second.
So Rengifo's homered. And the 2 players over at first base have homered. Guy in center has homered, but let's go back to the second and show you how hot he's been. This from the left side.
That was his first career hit against Frankie Montas. He got a fastball and lines it out. I mean, that got out quickly. Rengifo 325 versus lefties. With 7 home runs, slugging .564. We'd love to get a couple insurance runs here. After the Yankees close it within 1 of that home run by Aaron Judge.
Remarkable month of August. American League players in the calendar month with 25+ games played, 5+ homers, 15+ RBIs, and 0 walks. Only 3 in the history of the junior circuit. Carlos Baerga in '94, and Ed Sprague in '96, and now Luis Rengifo.
tight slider. Able to get out of the way of that one. Pretty good footwork by Luis Rengifo.
Down to left field. Benintendi has it. And we have one away. Saddle up at the Big A on Saturdays. The Angels host the Astros at 6 p.m. First 25,000 fans will receive an Angels cowboy hat courtesy of U Theory Turmeric. More info, visit angels.com/promotions. It's possible that game we'll see Shohei Ohtani. That'll be a viral moment forever, by the way. That shot right there. Possibly Ohtani pitches Saturday.
Almost felt like that was the Rock moment there. We smelled what the Rock is cooking when he did that one. I mean, get that splash in the water.
That's right. If you could just do it more like the Rock. No. One on, one out for Taylor Ward. Oh, gets the call. Looked to be off the plate, but strike one. And that type of night for Ward. He was swinging a hot bat. Was unable to travel to Toronto. And 0 for 3, 3 groundouts to shortstop. Oh, 2.
Matt Duffy in the on-deck circle.
We saw Matt. He was just activated today. Long road back. Four, 3 Angels, bottom of the 8th. Lucas Litke has a 1-2 count on Taylor Ward with Ohtani at first. And Ward strikes out. It's an 0 for 4 night. So here comes Matt Duffy with 2 outs. Duffy missed 52 games, lower back spasms. Game since June 26th. Welcome back, Matt.
He's been a big fan of the Angels. Got a chance to watch his favorite team win a World Series in 2002. Not much of a lead for Shohei, but if Matt Duffy could hit one down in the left field corner, Benintendi playing well over in left center field. That'll be fun to watch Shohei run around the bases.
Jose Rojas was optioned to AAA. Make room for Matt Duffy. Oh, he's trying to do just that, but LeMahieu, are you kidding me? Oh, 2-hopper and a scoop takes extras away from Duffy. Comes down to this, the 9th. Maine in the game and face the lefty, Rizzo. And Jimmy Herget is also up in the pen, maybe after Quijada, if he's able to get Rizzo, who homered earlier in this game. We'll bring in to face some righties. So Matt Duffy, who pinch hit, good job making contact, will play first base. How do you see this working out?
I think Jimmy Herget will be in for the 2 righties. And Boone has some option also. Change that one up.
So back in the fourth inning, and that is called a strike. Let's take a look at what Anthony Rizzo did. His 29th home run.
That's how quick his hands are. That was a breaking ball that stayed inside. And he's on top of the plate. He's not going to give in even against a lefty. Even against a lefty like Quijada, who's going to bring that high velocity fastball. He's going to stay inside. Trust his hands quick enough. Always a dangerous at bat.
Earlier, Judge hit his 50th. Popped up. Matt Thaiss coming over. Rengifo, he has it!
Wow, that's a great play. He had to look to make sure Matt Thaiss wasn't there too and reached out and made a nice play. The all-important big out, especially with Anthony Rizzo and his power. How far he's got to go to travel to get that one. Nice play.
That is outstanding. José Quijada likes that, and he did his job. 1 out, top of the ninth, and we have a pitching change. Here comes Jimmy. Second, Herget, ice water in Herget's veins. He has 3 career saves all this season, and, well, none would be bigger than this for sure. And the question was, would Aaron Boone maybe pull the trigger, go to his bench? But it appears they're going to stick with Trevino versus Herget.
Going back to our Hyundai key to the game today, dirty little things, getting a couple of those splitters and drive it out of the ballpark, but also the defense playing some tough defense in the dirt, that infield. Especially with Herget on the mound, usually some ground ball action. See if they got a couple more big plays in them to finish off this W against the Yankees. These two were teammates back in Texas.
Teammates, but the first time squaring off in the big leagues.
Sometimes as a hitter, and you've caught him, you're guessing along with him, and he obviously threw him a slider there. He was guessing something different.
0-2. Oh, he got him.
Threw him a slider, sinker, curve ball for the punch out. Like I said, sometimes as a catcher, you're thinking along with a guy you caught before, and you guess wrong. Guess is wrong. Curveball, punch out.
Morning and afternoon and good night.
Looks like a pinch hitter now.
You know, Josh Donaldson. So Boone goes to his bench with 2 outs, 1 out to get for the Angels to run their winning streak to 4. And to hand the Yankees their 3rd straight loss. First ever meeting between Jimmy Herget and Josh Donaldson. Ground ball, base hit.
Going inside out on that swing.
Good job off the bench.
Always a guy that's been aggressive on the first pitch. You're probably a pinch runner now. Boy, it's tied him up inside out. And Castro can fly. He's at first base right now.
And Tim LeCastro pinch hitting for Josh Donaldson, who comes off the bench.
7 stolen bases in 8 attempts this season. 38 stolen bases in 42 attempts in his career. High percentage success rate. Yeah, the cat and mouse game, you step off. You throw over quickly. Or you just worry about the batter at the plate.
Batter is Oswaldo Cabrera. 12th career game. And what a moment for him. Tying run at first base.
No career pickoffs for Herget. 8 stolen bases in 8 attempts against him, but he is quick to the plate. The focus, the batter.
Good pitch, not called.
Your goal right now, if you're Herget, is have LeMahieu lead off tomorrow.
Well, it sounds good to me. Extra little step for LeCastro. In on the hands, fouled back, 1-1.
Rengifo, the lone defender on the left side of the infield. Shortstop by trade, playing somewhat of a shortstop position now.
See Velasquez to the right of the second base bag. That's David Fletcher in short right field. Matt Duffy holding LeCastro, and Jimmy Herget looking for his 4th career save.
Big, slow curveball.
The Yankees are down to their final strike. Everybody starts to rise to their feet. Runner goes. That's driven towards center field. Mike Trout on his horse. He goes back. Light it up! Mike Trout makes a tremendous catch. Ball game 4-3. Jimmy Herget gets the save. Angels take game 1 of the series over the New York Yankees.
Just love that route Trout took going back on that baseball. That ball was hit well by Cabrera with the runner on the move. He's going to tie it up, but Trout doesn't run that one down. But Trouty been pushed as far as his defensive metrics and defensive zone rating, and he's really turned it into a solid defender again in center field for Mike Trout. What a play that was, running that one down. Where he's at, that baseball's hit hard. Look at the angle, runs it down, going towards the wall just before he bangs into it. Under control, Trout, outstanding defensive play. Halos win game 1. What a game this was today.
That was awesome.
Wow. Jimmy Herget. Jimmy gets the out.
Wow, what a fantastic catch. Our Toyota player of the game is going to go to Shohei Ohtani. He's homered for the 2nd straight game. 75 homers since the start of last year. That's 2nd in baseball. Only 2. Aaron Judge, who hit his 50th here tonight.
By the way, 4-game winning streak, longest since you go back to April 24th to the 29th. That was a